The theme of this year's summit, Synergies in Digital Transformation and AI, underscores the pivotal role that technology plays in shaping the future of our nation. In just under 10 years, technology has permeated every facet of our lives, reshaping industries, economies, and societies. If you look at this theme, the first word there, synergies, espouses the fact that it is incumbent upon all of us to work together as we navigate this digital landscape and trajectory. So we have to work together. Whether we are in the public sector or in the private sector, we have to go through this thought process together so that we see how to effectively position ourselves in the face of digital transformation, emerging technologies in the operational environment. Like most societies angling for a strategic placement around technological, welcome Governor, like most societies angling for a strategic placement around technological innovations for economic development, Kenya is doing everything to be counted as an influential participant at the artificial intelligence table. This strategy is spurred on by the bottom-up economic transformation agenda 2022-27, which is our overall policy framework in government, the philosophy on the basis of which everything we are doing in government is anchored. Through this agenda, we have an ongoing sectoral reform process whereby a team of diverse Kenyan professionals have been tasked with evaluating the operational environment to see how we can reposition ourselves effectively in that space, in the midst of dynamism in our operating environment. I want to appeal to all of you to take advantage of that process so that we espouse what, in our view, are some of the attendant recommendations that we need to consider moving forward to strengthen or improve our policy, legal, and regulatory framework in the face of technological advancement. We have to embrace new technologies in our operational environment. But within that same realm, we must have an enabling policy, legal, and regulatory framework. I don't want you to leave that thought process to government. We have to think together so that we come up with that enabling environment, a sound foundation on the basis of which these technological interventions can be anchored. That sector working group has already given us a draft report. We have extended their tenure by another 3 months. So you still have the opportunity. In fact, even recommendations emanating from this summit should find their way into that sector working group so that as a country, we think of what we need to do jointly in the face of some of these emerging technologies from a policy, legal, and regulatory perspective. This, of course, will include, but not limited to, how to integrate AI within that framework. And this will precede the formulation of a comprehensive strategy and policy in that regard. Acknowledging the interconnected nature of these activities, steps are being taken to establish a roadmap for the safe and secure development of AI. Emphasizing the necessity of regulatory systems to govern AI, our ministry underscores the importance of collaborative efforts on a global scale. On the global platform, we keep on being invited to workshops, summits like this one, to discuss the issue of AI. Kenya cannot be an exception in this regard, and that's why, depending on unfolding events from time to time, we must sit together and think together. Meaningful collaboration, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, is imperative among us as leaders in this space, and it is essential, if not imperative, to effectively address the risks associated with frontier AI and capitalize on its significant opportunities across various domains. In addition, with a plan to place the country on a path of global competitiveness, the legal, policy, and regulatory frameworks have to be realigned with current global standards. Anything that we do, we must benchmark with global best practices. I keep on getting the question that what are you doing as a ministry in the face of this massive digitalization? Are you not exposing the country to threats with the digitalization that you are pursuing with zeal? And my answer has always been simple, that we cannot run away from technology. We have to embrace technology, but in that very midst of embracing technology, we must put in place an elaborate risk mitigation framework to ward off the threats. One of those, of course, the issue of cyber insecurity. Let me assure you that as government, we are alive to this fact. And as we pursue our digitalization agenda, we are also correspondingly ensuring that we have got an elaborate risk mitigation framework around everything that we are doing so that we don't unnecessarily expose ourselves to unwarranted risks. And in that same regard, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to assure you that the massive data that is coming into the hands of government, data belonging to the public but coming into the hands of government in the course of digitalization, we have an appropriate framework that would ensure that that data remains both private and secure to the largest extent possible. We plan to place the country on a path of global competitiveness. And one of the critical success factors in this regard is digitalization. The only avenue that we have as a country to re-engineer how we are operating in all facets of the economy is by embracing technology. So we cannot really run away from technology. And as a ministry, we recognize the transformative potential of artificial intelligence in improving service delivery across diverse sectors of the economy. This technology has the capacity to revolutionize existing systems by enhancing efficiency, accuracy, and accessibility, thereby promising to transform service delivery methods, improve outcomes, and optimize resource allocation and, by extension, utilization. And so, as we navigate the rapidly evolving landscape of the digital area, it is important that we harness the power of collaboration and synergy to unlock new opportunities for growth. Harness the power of collaboration and synergy. And I keep on telling you people that don't look at us as government, and neither should we look at you as the media. We must think together, depending on unfolding events from time to time, for the benefit of the people of this great country. We need to unlock new opportunities for growth, innovation, and inclusive development. As government, our role is to put in place an enabling policy, legal, and regulatory framework. The media also has got the critical role of not just informing the public, but giving us free feedback as government on how we are performing. At no point in time, let me repeat, for purposes of clarity, will the government, this current government, have any intention of muzzling or interfering with the freedom of the media. That is an inalienable right enshrined in our 2010 constitutional dispensation. We want you to enjoy that independence to the largest extent possible. We want the media to be self-regulating in conformity to our 2010 constitutional dispensation. We will at no point, and for record purposes, the government at no point will interfere with the independence of the media. We don't have that intention. We are already reaping some of the benefits of collaborative approaches in innovating with the adoption of technology and digital solutions in government services. That has been a remarkable improvement in transparency, service delivery, and revenue collections. Just through this process of digitalization alone, you would not believe that we have, to a large extent, sealed the revenue leakages in government. Correspondingly, we have managed to enhance the amount of revenue collection from around 60 million shillings per day to, in certain instances, 900 to 1 billion shillings per day. If the government can do it, the private sector can do it, because we have got a better working culture, a more enabling culture, a culture that is palatable to digitalization. You can do it better to enhance your performance if we are already doing it in the public sector. However, this is just the beginning, of the transformative potential of artificial intelligence, what it holds to addressing some of our most pressing challenges and realizing our collective aspirations. It stands as a formidable catalyst for innovation, offering unparalleled opportunities to address complex challenges and drive economic growth. Our commitment is to foster an environment that nurtures AI research, development, and application. Today, I would like to highlight 3 key pillars that will guide our efforts in fostering synergies in digital transformation with specific emphasis on AI. 1, inclusive digitalization. We ensure that the benefits of digital transformation must reach every corner of our society. As we undertake digitalization in the national government, we have reached out to the county governments to also correspondingly embrace digitalization within counties. And we are happy to report that this is going on. The county governments are also embracing digitalization in all aspects of their operations. As government, national government, there's nothing that we are going to do that will not be taking place in a given county. The government is the sum total of our 47 counties. And that's why we want to move together with the county government on this digitalization journey. And this, therefore, should include bridging the digital divide, empowering marginalized communities, and providing equal access to digital resources and opportunities. If we leave digitalization in the hands of the private sector, per se, then we run the risk of not having universal access. Because the private sector is driven by profit motive. And that's why as government we are leveraging on the Universal Service Fund to ensure that all those parts of the country that hitherto had not been connected by way of fiber get connected, both by fiber and by internet. This is work in progress, and as part and parcel of our digital transformation journey, the digital superhighway, we have embarked on the process of rolling out 100,000 kilometers of fiber, connecting 25,000 Wi-Fi hotspots, and setting up a total of 1,450 digital hubs within the villages. In each and every ward in this country, we are going to have a digital hub where our youth can undertake digital skilling, and we connect them to global technological companies for purposes of digital jobs. Connectivity is only useful, ladies and gentlemen, if there is universal access. And that is why we are going the full hog to ensure that all our interventions are cascaded downwards to the lowest levels. By promoting inclusive policies and investing in digital infrastructure, we can create an enabling environment where all Kenyans can actively participate in and benefit from the digital economy. Under the PPP program, the ministry has adopted a countrywide digital skills training for capacity development that will benefit Kenyans from all walks of life. Let me just espouse something to let you understand how critical it is to collaborate. We have 3 arms of government. We have the judiciary, we have the executive, and the National Assembly. As the executive, we are aware that we have to collaborate with the private sector on one hand and also with other arms of government. Even in the rollout of our digital transformation agenda, we have reached out to the National Assembly for purposes of partnerships. And they have facilitated the review of the National Government CDF Act that now allows them to utilize up to 3% of the annual allocation of CDF to put in place the digital infrastructure, the facilities where we can, as national government, now go out and do what? And deploy the devices. We are setting up 1,450 digital devices, digital hubs all over the country. Members of Parliament are giving us the facility, the infrastructure where we are going to deploy the devices, courtesy of the CDF. Our role now is to deploy the devices, facilitate internet connectivity, do the training for our youth for free, and also connect the youth to digital jobs. This just shows you how important it is to work together. If we can do it with the legislature, we can do it better with the private sector. That is why in all our interventions, we are looking forward to partnership with the private sector. In fact, I've always said that if we can meet all our objectives through partnership with the private sector, so be it. Because the role of government is not to compete in business with the private sector, but to create an enabling environment for the private sector to thrive. That is the philosophy on the basis of which everything that we are going to do is anchored and should be aligned. We must have collaborative innovation. Collaboration is the heart of innovation, and therefore we encourage public-private partnerships, academia-industry collaborations, and cross-sector engagements to drive innovation in digital technologies and artificial intelligence. Everything that we are doing, we must start from the demands of the market and work backwards. You know, if you look at our formal education system, we keep on churning into the market thousands of graduates, and then some of them get back and live with us in our houses because of lack of jobs. Just by being creative in the digital space, we have decided to work backwards by determining the demands of the market by way of jobs. And in this technological space, we have come up with a customized training through which we undertake digital training of our youth in line with the demands of the digital job market. The paradigm shift in this regard is that some of these youth now start working when they are still earning. So they are not waiting to get out to the job market and start looking for jobs. We have got youth who 6 months down the line after fourth form are today earning up to a tune of 200,000 shillings. And they are working right there in the villages, and they are being paid in dollars. This is a paradigm shift. It clearly goes out to espouse why we really need to be innovative, why we really need to be creative if we are to surmount some of the challenges that we are facing as a country, employment inclusive. As opposed to the youth moving from the villages coming to towns to look for jobs, we are now going out of our way as government to create jobs right there in the villages. In each and every constituency, Governor Kangata, in each and every constituency, we are going to create a minimum of 1,500 jobs, because we are going to set up minimum of 5 digital hubs, and each hub can generate 300 jobs. This is going to be a game changer for this country while leveraging on technology. In fact, we have also reached out to the Council of Governors to partner with us in the establishment of Wi-Fi hotspots in the markets. That again will going to be a game changer, because our mothers who are involved in the itinerary trade in the market will be leveraging on e-commerce in the conduct of our business, of their businesses. It is no longer imperative or necessary in the world of today, in the face of technology, to have the buyer of a commodity having a direct interface with the seller of a commodity. But we have to be innovative. We have to be innovative to see how to exploit some of this technology. So innovation is a critical success factor. Through funding agencies such as the Bill Gates Foundation, Kenyans are now piloting AI projects, targeting non-cumulative disease risk factors among the Kenyan youth. By fostering an ecosystem where ideas can flourish, we can accelerate the development of cutting-edge solutions that address our unique challenges and position Kenya as a leader in the global digital landscape. Through these deliberate partnerships, we can unlock new possibilities and overcome challenges that would be insurmountable in isolation. But there has to be some ethical framework within the space of emerging technology. So we must have ethical AI, and we must have ethical data governance. As we embrace the power of artificial intelligence, it is crucial to prioritize ethical considerations and establish a robust data governance framework. We must strike a balance between innovation and responsibility, ensuring that AI technologies are developed and deployed with the transparency, fairness, and accountability that is requisite. And this approach, ladies and gentlemen, will build trust among citizens and stakeholders, laying the foundation for sustainable digital growth. The government is actively engaging in an open, interdisciplinary conversation to assess risks stemming from frontier AI, delineate the roles of different actors in responding to these risks, and explore the considerable opportunities that AI presents. International collaboration is crucial for managing risks and fostering opportunities arising from frontier AI, emphasizing the need for international research collaborations. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to understand that AI developments necessitate investments in cybersecurity. As a ministry, we have devised a strategy to raise awareness among technical staff and the Kenyan public, for that matter, through training programs. But we also want to urge the media, most of the legacy media, to help us in also sensitizing Kenyans on the need of responsible utilization of technology, the social media inclusive. This initiative aims to ensure that staff members stay informed about relevant AI developments, especially concerning security threats and failure modes, and thereby enabling them to make informed decisions. We need a holistic approach as a country. This is essential, encompassing an understanding of the potential impact of AI. As government, we are committed to actively participating in global discussions regarding the safe and secure use of AI, and we want to carry the private sector along in these discussions. Despite the challenges, there is hope that the remarkable opportunities presented by AI will lead to a world where citizens can envision a better life that they have today. Let us collectively imagine a future where the benefits of AI contribute to enhancing the quality of life for all. In conclusion, let us view the challenge posed by digital transformation and artificial intelligence not as obstacles, but as opportunities for progress. We need to work together. This is the only way we can shape a future where technology serves as a force for good, uplifting the lives of our people and contributing to the overall development of our nation. I look forward to insightful discussions over the course of this summit and to witness the collaborative efforts that will undoubtedly emerge from our collective commitment to synergies in digital transformation with specific emphasis on AI. Let us work together as we navigate this space. Public-private partnership is imperative and is a critical success factor for all of us moving forward. I wish you useful